Okay, I'm back. My sim is acting pretty slow. Okay, looks like we're good. Okay, so here we are going to go get our encounters from the pokespots, and then we'll fight Mirror B and get either Ludicolo or a Pokemon from the Pokespot, depending what we roll. We also get a bunch of cool stuff here, like we get a Focus Sash that would have really helped earlier. We get a TM, I believe, in the hotel. Alright. And we also get something from this prison. I think it's a TM Stomping Tantrum, if I'm not mistaken. TM 54. Nobody can learn that. My team is garbage right now. That's crazy. This Murkrow can be good if I can scale it into late game once I get Eviolite. But without Eviolite, it's kinda mid. Kind of gonna die immediately. Also, Umbreon does not need this. This is gluttonous. We'll give Linoon the Aura Filter so it can actually take a Shadow move. Although, giving it to Umbreon makes it so he almost never dies. We'll give Umbreon a Quick Claw. How about that? I like that. Alright, so there's a TM. We get a Focus Sash over here, I think. And what's in here? Great Balls, cool. We're gonna go teach Umbreon Snarl as well. But we need to go start this event first. Also grab another TM over here. I'm not looking super great right now. What's in there? Huh. How dare you? Alright, there's a bunch of items we can come back for. Can I get Dazzling Gleam here? Dude, you guys are losers. Whatever, man. Does this guy give me something? This game sucks. So as long as we can survive the Ludicolo fight, we're in a pretty good spot. The plan is currently going to be wide guarding with Linoon, and then using Air Slash with Swellow, probably. Swellow also has U-turn for when the Shadow comes out. I don't know how we capture the Shadow. That's a good question. Who knows? We'll figure it out. I think I can buy useful stuff here. some great balls. Buy one white herb. Alright, so now we go to... This is safe, yeah. I'm gonna mash through some exposition really quick. Alright, duking, please. Alright, we got spot monitor, so we get 2 more encounters here. Dude, shut up. Shut up. Alright, we can go to the Oasis now. We're gonna use Mischievous for the boss fight in this region. Duking is gonna stop me again. Alright, now we're just gonna run around until the pokespot goes off, which is pretty annoying, but it's what we gotta do. And we're gonna go replace Hyper Voice with Snarl. That probably could have prevented a death in Lovrina if we did that. But it's okay, we're doing pretty decently. Pikachu really starts to shine around this part of the game though, so it's unfortunate we don't have him. Snarl over Hyper Voice, Wide Guard over Reflect, or over Thunder Wave, I guess. And then we go, I think that's probably it for now. Yeah. We don't really have a use for Linoon anymore, low-key, because Murkrow is probably a better screen setter once we get Eviolite. But for now, it is still okay, I suppose. Alright, so now we're gonna go get some berries here, and then we're just gonna run around until we get the Pokespot notification. Wishaberry is good, weakens a shadow move. Super important late game. There's a move called Shadow End, which is like 150 base power as a shadow move, so it always hits you for super effective, and then it does recoil damage to them. And if you don't have an Umbreon to tank that, whatever it goes into basically just drops dead. Alright, we're gonna run around the Cypher Lab for a while until we get our encounter. And I'm gonna hop on my phone so I stop punching my neck down. Right. Alright. We got an encounter. Spot monitor says it is at the rock pokespot. These are going to be 1v1s. We probably want lightning out to set up a screen, although it's probably going to be a physical type, so lightning doesn't help a ton. Umbreon can baby dollize it, but if it's Aerodactyl or something, it might this is a hard decision. We don't want to put Mercury. This is just bad. We're just in a bad situation. We're just gonna go for it with Umbreon. Alright. Please be good. Interesting typing. There's no Gliscor. But I think that's solid. I'm gonna baby dollize it first to see what happens. Bulldoze. Okay. -2. It better not have like Whirlwind or something, I'll freak out. -3. -4. -5. I don't die to crit here, right? I don't think so. -6. Alright. Swap in Murkrow for the Bulldoze. And then we priority Will-O-Wisp. We should eat anything, even a crit here. Acrobatics, dude. It knows some insane moves. Alright. Now we switch to Linoon. I don't know if we Icy Wind it because it's 4 times weak, right? Seems kind of scary to me. I really don't want to Icy Wind it. I'd rather just start throwing balls while it's burned. Oh. Okay, I think that's a solid encounter, to be honest. I'll take it up. Also a potential Eviolite target. Get Mischievous out of my party. I don't feel like purifying this garbage right now. Actually, it's slowly winding it down. It's fine, I guess. Alright, now I'm gonna wait for the Oasis to pop. Just keep running and running and running and running. Alright, here's the Oasis Pokespot. We're gonna lead Umbreon, probably. Typically the safest move. And we can Snarl or Baby Doll Eyes, whatever it is, to reduce whatever attack. Guys, I went to the wrong Pokespot. I think I can still back up here. Oh, wow, that would have been quite interesting. A Ninetales. Okay. I didn't even know Ninetales was an encounter here. I think that's pretty good. Definitely good for this part of the game. Alright, so she's -1. Skill swap? What skill does it have? If I look, will it tell me? No. I'm gonna get it to -3. Okay, it's just gonna skill swap spam. That works for me. I really wish I knew what it had though. Alright, another Snarl is good for sure. It's skill swap maxing. It doesn't have Drought. I don't think crit kills here. I think we're good for one more. Does it have any damaging moves? It might not have any damaging moves. Okay. There's a crit. She's at like -1,000,000, even if she uses anything. This should be pretty solid. There we go. Solid encounter. Obviously not usable for the Ludicolo. But she'll come up later, I'm sure. Alright, let's get everybody healed up and plan the Ludi fight. I really just am gonna be lazy. I don't feel like purifying the Mischievous. I just really don't. I do not like green eggs and ham. Ninetales is also not over leveled. Hold on, I'm getting a call. Okay, I am back after that very long phone call. We managed to defeat Mirror B without a single tick of damage. We got Poliwhirl as our encounter with the King's Rock, interestingly enough. I wonder how Poliwhirl evolves in this game. I'm gonna look it up really quick. We can get Politoed. We need a Lodestone. This thing is solid. It's fast? It looks fast. Is it fast? I don't think it's fast. Ninetales is really good, I feel like. I'm happy with Ninetales. It feels like we've got a decent box now again. I'm scared to lose any of them. Okay, next fight is going to be Pelipper. Let's just go ahead and roll it now to see if we get Pelipper or the pokespot, right? So we'll pause Dolphin, we'll bring up the Wheel of Names. We'll go here, Pelipper or the Oasis pokespot. Pelipper would be good here. But if not, we have to back up with Politoed. Okay, we got Pelipper. Cool. Pelipper confirmed. Alright. So we don't bring Gligar here. We just literally don't want this swap at all. We definitely bring Poliwhirl. Is a King's Rock, but I just don't think that super helps. I mean, maybe that helps Umbreon, if anything. What does Umbreon have? The Quick Claw? I think King's Rock, Umbreon would actually not be terrible if I'm giving it Snarl. And then we'll go ahead and give Poliwhirl the Quick Claw. We need to switch Gligar out for Mischievous. We don't want to bring Ninetales either. Okay. So we've got Umbreon, Linoon, Murkrow, the bird, you. We need to get rid of Swagger and potentially Pain Split, but Pain Split is actually okay. What can you learn? Can Mischievous Will-O-Wisp? Can. We're gonna learn that over Swagger, I think. Another coverage move would be nice, but it's okay. And then we give Linoon Reflect again, although the Pelipper is going to use Shadow Wave, so therefore Wide Guard is actually a pretty decent lead against this next team. So we'll do that. Okay, this is pretty good. Okay, so ONBS has been taken over. We have all the TMs and everything up to this point. Leading Umbreon, Linoon, Wide Guard, Snarl is probably what we're gonna go. Seadra Seeking. Okay, this is actually the better lead for me. I'm pretty sure Seeking is physical and they don't get the Drizzle lead with Pelipper. This is the best case scenario. So we're gonna Baby Doll Eyes. No, Seadra's probably more dangerous because it starts sludge bombing me and shit. Linoon's really bad here now because he led a different team. Slow them down. And then maybe Snarl King's Rock flinches. Pretty cheesy, but who knows. Waterfall into Linoon does half of his health. And then Seadra sets up Rain Dance. -1 to Seadra. Seeking doesn't care because it's physical. So Seadra's at -1. This is Baby Doll Eyes into Seeking. Seeking's gonna move twice as fast as last turn. So then, I think they actually double target Linoon here, so I'm going to Snarl Protect. I think that's safe. Seadra -2. Seeking uses Waterfall. So yeah, they doubled up into the Linoon slot again. So this is just Snarl again, and then switch into Politoed maybe. I think Politoed eats this. Really? Switch into Pelipper. Interesting. I think that's good for me. Feels like Politoed should have Hypnosis or something, but whatever. Alright, Pelipper -1, Seeking -3 special attack, which doesn't matter. Knock off into Poliwhirl. Takes off his Quick Claw. Hopefully that's not perpetually. Hopefully I get it back at the end of the fight. That'd be lame. Seeking probably swaps out for the one that was just in there. I can't remember the name. Seadra. Okay, so Seeking probably swaps out for Seadra. We're probably good to Snarl. And then Seismic Toss the Pelipper, I want to say. And I don't think Snarl kills unless it high roll crits. Actually, crit definitely killed it there. That was pretty risky. Shadow Wave does not do a ton, I don't think. Yeah, he's -2. Alright. Seeking comes back out again. Forgot about that. We're gonna Baby Doll Eyes the Seeking. Poliwhirl's in danger of dying. Anything is in danger of dying here. Mischievous we care about the least, and it's kind of tanky. Get in there. -1 on the Seeking. Rain boosted Waterfall. And then Shadow Wave into the Seeking is gonna hurt it, but not kill it. Decent damage to Mischievous. Dosha Berry keeps it alive. Pelipper goes forward again. We Baby Doll Eyes the Seeking, because we can, and then we Hypnosis the Pelipper. He avoided it, it's fine. Headbutt into Umbreon does nothing. Shadow Wave kills. Shadow Breeze? Is that Tailwind? Interesting. We still Hypnosis and Baby Doll Eyes again. It switches us up with this special coverage and Scald. I respect it. Okay, this Pelipper is dodging every move. We're just gonna... We can't Snarl. We're going to throw a Great Ball at the Pelipper. It almost certainly captures it. And then we Hex the Seeking. Alright, cool. I looked away and my Mischievous almost died, but it didn't. So that's good. Pelipper caught successfully. We are slowly building somewhat of a rain team. We have backup Drizzle potential in Politoed. If we want to go that route, we could also go Poliwrath. I think Politoed is probably better, I want to say. Now, I think I'm actually going to start looking up trainers here, because I don't want to get caught off guard by, like, Solar Beam or anything. Okay, next fight is Torkoal. None of them have Solar Beam, so I can bring a Water type without worrying about it. It's probably just Umbreon Linoon again, if we're being 100% honest. I don't think they use spread moves, so we're gonna switch out Wide Guard for Reflect again. Although, I don't think we'll use it. I think we switch out Wide Guard for Stomping Tantrum this fight particularly. And then we also give Stomping Tantrum to Poliwhirl maybe for coverage. Over Water Gun for sure. Okay. I think we're good for the Torkoal fight. We also get to roll another encounter here in a second. Filling up the box nicely as long as we don't get any deaths. Alright. Here is the next encounter table. Torkoal Nose Pass. Go ahead and bring the Wheel of Names over yonder once again. My computer really does not like the Wheel of Names, dude. Looks like we get a sand team instead of a sun team. We get Nose Pass instead of Torkoal. That's cool. Weepinbell Torkoal. I think this Weepinbell maybe has Chlorophyll. I don't know how fast Weepinbell is. I feel like we probably outspeed it with Linoon, and then we can Snarl Icy Wind. It's decent effect. I think we probably Light Screen first though. That was definitely the call. Alright, Snarglow's in, -1 to Weepinbell, Torkoal's protected. The sun is up. They probably have Chlorophyll. I got poisoned. Getting poisoned sucks here. Getting poisoned really sucks here. Now Linoon's in danger of dying potentially. I go out to... I don't know, this kind of sucks. I'll go out to Mischievous. She'll be fine. Okay, the Torkoal is going to spam protect. That works for me. Sludge Bomb goes into Umbreon. Don't you dare do it 2 times in a row. Cool, no poison there. Weeping Bell -2. It's not a super big threat anymore. And then Torkoal is just spamming protect, so we don't really seem to have to worry about him. We're going to try to put the Torkoal to sleep. He failed his 3rd protect. Giga Drain goes into Mischievous. Doesn't really heal much. Hopefully the Snarl does not kill Weepinbell and we can just kind of leave it there. Okay, so now we have a free swap into the Weepinbell slot because the NPC always switches out when they get to -3. So I'm pretty good to swap out here. I think I hit Torkoal with a -1 as well. So I can probably just go into Poliwhirl here. And then the sun is also leaving. And we Hypnosis into the Weepinbell slot. I don't think we need to worry about the Torkoal because it's just going to protect spam, it seems. Roselia, it'd be really good if we could hit this Hypnosis into the Roselia. It'd be really, really good. Okay, that's awesome. Because she's super dangerous. I think she might have Chlorophyll too, but I'm not sure. Okay. I mean, I could just Encore this Torkoal. But it's probably just going to keep doing that anyway, so just leave it to what it's going to do. I think Hex might kill this Roselia, to be honest. Alright, cool. She's actually really dangerous, so I'm happy she's gone. Sunlight is gone. Vulpix comes in. Does it have Drought? Of course. It's kind of crazy timing, actually. Stomping Tantrum into the Vulpix. I think I checked for Solar Beam and it did not have it. And then we're just going to Hypnosis the Torkoal. It's probably just going to keep protecting. I should have just ignored it. Wow. Nuke the Vulpix with Stomping Tantrum there. Weepinbell comes back out, potentially under Chlorophyll, and it is not reduced any special attack. Almost guaranteed Grass move coming into this slot. We just switch to Umbreon though, we don't want to risk anything else, everything else is kind of frail. And then we just Hex the Weepinbell and kill it. And we'll slowly deal with the Torkoal after it fails to protect. Okay, so next turn we can deal with the Torkoal probably. Giga Drain into the Umbreon does nothing. And then Hex maybe kills? Yep. Alright, now it's just Torkoal all by himself. He's probably going to fail his protect here. I switch to anybody to make this more efficient. Switch to Poliwhirl, and then we'll try to Hypnosis it just to stop it from protecting, I guess. Okay. He avoided it, so he's going to protect again next turn. Sure. I'm just going to keep slamming these 2 moves until we get through. Oh wait, I take Recoil? That's annoying. That's fine. Okay, he hits the double protect. Well played. I take more Recoil. Sunlight fades. He could Sunny Day here if he has it. I doubt it though. Does not hit the triple protect. Stomping Tantrum goes through. Does about 25% maybe. Hypnosis misses. That's awesome, dude. Okay. Well, it seems like he's a physical tank, so we're going to go for Water Pulse next time. He is going to... Okay, this sucks. Boo. Does not get the double protect. Water Pulse. Okay. About the same amount of damage. Missed the Hypnosis for a 3rd time. This Pokemon is actually useless. We're just gonna go for Hex now. I don't know why certain Pokemon turn into Protect bots in this game, But it works for me because we can exploit it. Wow, it gets confused into Hex. That's kind of crazy. Alright, well that wasn't the most painful battle I've ever done in my entire life or anything. I don't want to run all the way back to the Pokemon Center right now, but that's how you lose runs, so let's just do it really quick. Alright. Nice and healed up. Now we'll look over here. Death box. So we've got 4 dead so far. All things considered. That's not terrible. I think we maybe bring Gligar here. Over Swallow. Swallow's bad here. Sucks there's no PC in the actual building itself. Okay, so next encounter is Nose Pass, who we can capture. I'm not sure what other Pokemon are on the team. I don't think it'll be a big deal. Famous last words, though. Stomping Tantrum is once again good here. I know there's a Baltoy. What does that Pokemon even do? This is a fine lead. Alright, Molly. Cacnea Baltoy, that's the ideal scenario. Because they don't set up the sand right away. Oh, just kidding. I don't know anything, actually. So this is definitely Snarl, and I don't know what this Cacnea is planning on doing, but it seems very nefarious. And it also avoided the icy wind. Baltoy probably dies to the Snarl here. Leech Seed sucks. Really hate that. Okay, Baltoy dies. Nosepass comes in probably, I think. They only have 3 Pokemon. Leech Seed sucks, dude. Sandshrew. Okay, that's actually good, I think. So Umbreon is no longer super great here. He's just kind of a wall, not doing anything. He can Baby Dollize one of them, I guess. How much does that really do? I think I'm just gonna go for another Snarl and an Icy Wind again. Why not? Okay. I think they're both dead to Snarl now. Okay. Friendly Fire. Snarl kills Sandshrew. I think there's only Nosepass left, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, so now it's just about not getting killed by this thing in a cheesy way, I guess. Just hit it with a Stomping Tantrum. Okay, it's protecting. And keep chipping away. What? Ow? Oh my god. Okay. I have to switch out Linoon for Misdreavus, and we're gonna hit a Hypnosis, is the plan. Okay, that hurts. Not gonna lie to you. We're gonna Wish with Umbreon so he doesn't get too low, and we're gonna Will-O-Wisp this thing. Do we want to Will-O-Wisp or Hypnosis? Probably Hypnosis. Cool, it's guarding, that's fine. Gives me a turn. Get the free Wish off. Sandstorm is no more. That's great. We're gonna Baby Dollize it again. Although, I don't think that's doing anything. We're just gonna Snarl it and Hypnosis it is the plan. It's the double protect, cool. Umbreon's Dream comes true. Does not hit the triple protect. We have a chance to hit Hypnosis. We miss it again, as always. He's at -1 attack now. He probably protects again, if I had to guess. Okay. I mean, Mischievous, can you get a Hypnosis in there? I believe in you. There we go. Alright, I think Umbreon just keeps snarling. I don't hit this with a Hex because it might die. It's 120 base power or something like that. Or 130 power when something is status ailmented. Okay, easy enough. Okay. Next encounter is Staryu, and I can just go heal up here, I'm pretty sure. Can't go too far though, gotta be slow. There we go. Not gonna help anyone in these rooms. If anything, I'll just wait until they leave. Okay, let's roll next encounter. So it's gonna be Staryu or the Rock Pokespot. Bring up the Wheel of Names. Let's see what is in store for us. We get Staryu. Cool. Alright. Let me look up this next battle actually. So this Shadow Staryu wants to use Shadow Wave, it looks like. There's a Roselia. This is a really scary team, actually. I need to lead Linoon with Light Screen, it looks like. Although they've got... No. Light Screen only protects against the Staryu. Okay, so we're definitely leading Umbreon, because Umbreon tanks the Staryu's hits. And then Linoon has the Aura Filter, so it also tanks the Staryu's hits. And we set up probably Snarl and then Reflect, depending on which the lead Pokemon they send out is. Alright. Staryu Mightyena, so they've got Intimidate lead, probably. Doesn't affect me at all. What coverage moves does this Mightyena have? Where am I here? Way too far. Way too far. Wait, no, not far enough. I'm past that. Way past that. Past that. Here it is. Poison Fang, Crunch, Ice Fang, Quick Attack. Okay, so we're good there. This is Snarl and Light Screen. I think I can take multiple hits from this Mightyena. Maybe. Shadow Wave comes out. Dosha Berry weakens it against the Mightyena. We don't take much damage either, luckily, thanks to the Light Screen. Snarl puts it at another -1, so it's going to be doing basically no damage next turn. Crunch for Mightyena, Stab, does a decent amount of damage. We did not get dropped. Linoon's dead to either crit, I think. And I think Umbreon uses Baby Doll Eyes here. And I think we just protect here. Mightyena -1. Crits Umbreon. Mightyena almost dead. Mightyena's probably dead next turn. Ice Fang, I dare you to freeze me. I dare you. This is a pretty not great spot here. If Umbreon gets crit again, he's kind of in trouble. I think Umbreon wishes here. I think if I take even both crits, I'm still okay. And then if we Icy Wind, then with Staryu's Shadow Wave, it kills the Mightyena. Like 100%. Also slows down the Staryu a little bit. Umbreon takes no damage. No crit on Linoon, please. Cool. We're good. It's healing though, which is pretty annoying. Mightyena dies. Something good is coming in. This is a good trainer. Umbreon gets the wish off. Hopefully baiting this Pinsir. So Umbreon protects. Linoon could go for the Reflect and probably die. I think it's a 50-50 coin flip who this Pinsir attacks. So let's see what the Pinsir has. Crush Claw, Quick Attack, Wide Guard, Fury Cutter. So it's almost certainly using Crush Claw, which I think definitely kills the Linoon. Linoon is faster though. So unless it... What if it has like Mold Breaker or something? Does Mold Breaker break like Reflect? I don't even know. I think Linoon definitely dies if it stays here. Oh, we switched to Misdreavus. It's probably Crush Claw, right? Okay. Umbreon protects, gets the wish out. Crush Claw goes into Misdreavus, and now Shadow Wave hits. Perfect. That was honestly really good. I don't know why that took me so long. Dosha Berry weakens it against Pinsir the first time. Umbreon's wish comes true. He's full health again. This is going to be Baby Doll Eyes onto the Pinsir, because Pinsir can wide guard. Pinsir's going to wide guard. I'm almost certain of it, actually. And then we're going to try to Hypnosis this Staryu. It's probably going to fail. Oh, Hyper Cutter. Interesting. We hit the Hypnosis, though, so we're good there. Fury Cutter starts. That's really, really bad, because that move scales super crazy in this game. Light Screen's gone. I can't reduce his attack. This is Snarl from Umbreon. And... actually, this is a Great Ball from Umbreon into the Staryu while it's still sleeping. And then we're gonna Will-O-Wisp the Pinsir, and if we lose, or if we miss rather, then Fury Cutter's gonna start getting scary. Okay, he uses Wide Guard, uselessly. We hit the Will-O-Wisp. Roselia comes out, which is another scary Pokemon. I'm not really sure what to do against that. We need to Snarl it for sure. And then it doesn't hit Misdreavus for anything super effective. How is Misdreavus' special defense? It's pretty good. It probably hangs in there, to be completely honest with you. And then it probably outspeeds me too, huh? I would assume it outspeeds me. We're gonna try Pain Splitting it. Oh my god. Huge Pain Split, actually. Fury Cutter getting scarier. Snarl goes into Roselia, -1. But it used a physical move last turn. I think it's mixed attacker. Oh no, this one's physical because it has Poison Jab too, I saw. So we're gonna... Baby Doll Eyes the Roselia. We're going to assume we've got a grass move coming in. Switch to Murkrow. She's -1. Leaf Blade into Murkrow does nothing. Crush Claw into Umbreon misses. Cool. I think we're in a pretty good spot now. We're gonna Snarl and just straight up Air Slash this Roselia, probably. Spiky Shield. Okay. Crush Claw into Murkrow does not do much. Defense drop though, gotta watch out for that. Pinsir avoids. Do I die after the defense drop? We're gonna Baby Doll Eyes the Roselia and Air Slash the Pinsir this time. because I think we might die after a Crush Claw defense drop. Pinsir's dead. Poison Jab into Murkrow does not poison. We're good. If Air Slash is 100% accurate, we just Spire Air Slash at it and kill it, I'm pretty sure. It's 95%. And it's probably using Leaf Blade or Poison Jab. If it crits... How fast are you? He's kind of fast. Whatever. We're just gonna send it. He won't miss. Spiky Shield. Okay. Okay. I think that's 3 in a row. Yep, Air Slash doesn't miss. See ya. Okay. Pretty good ONBS so far. No deaths, right? Nope. Alright, next roll is between Sneasel and Mawile. This next fight sucks. I hate it. We have to lead Linoon with Stomping Tantrum over Light Screen because they're mostly physical. And then we lead Umbreon with Baby Doll Eyes into the Sneasel. If he leads the Sneasel. If he doesn't lead the Sneasel, that's like best case scenario, I think. We need to roll it now because the next fight is Sneasel. So, let's go ahead and do Mawile or Sneasel. Looks like we get Sneasel this run. I don't think I've gotten Mawile a single time so far, which sucks. Steel types are really nice. Isn't Mawile like Steel Fairy or something stupid like that? So we got Sneasel. Okay. This fight is kind of hard. Take away your item so that you can acrobatic someone. Seviper, Anorith. This is a really good lead for me, I think. I just have to make sure Umbreon doesn't die to the Anorith Fury Cutter. We cannot reduce this Seviper because he is competitive or whatever that thing is. We set up a Reflect first, 100%. Anorith -1, Reflect up. We're not taking any damage. Rock Tomb into Linoon reduces speed by 1. Aqua Tail into Umbreon does nothing. This is one more Baby Doll Eyes into Anorith and a Stomping Tantrum into Seviper. Another Rock Tomb trying to get speed control into the Linoon. They definitely have it now. Stomping Tantrum almost one-hits the Seviper. Flamethrower comes out, no burn please. Crits the Linoon. Linoon's probably getting doubled into now. Its speed got reduced, but I think it's still faster than the Seviper. But if it Rock Tombs me again, then I'm slower than the Seviper, and it could kill me. If Umbreon snarls, it raises the Seviper's attack or speed. I forgot which one. I think Mischievous is a relatively safe switch in here for Umbreon. And I think Linoon is going to protect. It probably draws both the moves, if I had to guess. Yep. So now they want to use Leech Life and Flamethrower if nothing changes. We're going to go ahead and go for a Hex on this Viper and just try to get it out of the way. They want to use Leech Life, Flamethrower, so Poliwhirl is a good swap here. Alright, Hex cleans up the Viper, that's good. Leech Life hits Poliwhirl for nothing, great. Sneasel comes out, forgot about that. I did forget about the Sneasel. Okay, we are not in a situation for the Sneasel to come out. We're gonna have to Will-O-Wisp the Sneasel for sure, and Stomping Tantrum the Anorith. Shadow Slap gets avoided. Hold that. Stomping Tantrum does mediocre damage. I think Water Pulse was the actual play there. Will-O-Wisp into the Sneasel. Successful. Rock Tomb slows down Poliwhirl. Reflect wears off, which is very scary with the Sneasel on the field. And now we just Will-O-Wisp the Anorith as well. And we try to Encore the Sneasel. No, we don't want to do that if it uses a good move because we're going to move second. We're going to Water Pulse the Anorith. Encore was the right play. That sucks. Alright, Anorith is dead. See you never. Will-O-Wisp fails. Burn ticks. And now Kadabra comes out. So this is definitely Hex onto the Kadabra. And Kadabra probably attacks into Poliwhirl. I don't have enough special defense to tank it, so we're switching to Umbreon. Perfect switch. Hex goes into Kadabra, killing it. Okay. 6v1. This is just a Great Ball. And then I'll Baby Dollize it. Let the burn tick, I guess. This is the last encounter in Pyrite Town, so I can use the rest of my Great Balls here. Shadow Rush, finally, does nothing. Literally nothing. That's what we want. Okay, so it's going to start taking recoil damage, so we're really just going to keep throwing balls at it. No reason to do anything else. Breaks out. Tries to keep hitting me with Shadow Slap, which is fake out. It wants to use a priority move for some reason. Alright, try another Great Ball, then we have 9 Pokeballs. Alright, there's our Sneasel. And now we can plan for the boss. Alright, let's check out what the boss has really quick. That is the wrong sheet. Okay, so the boss has level 29 Lvl Cap, first of all. Seed Bomb. Let's see if Seed Bomb would be useful with this team. So we've got Granbull, Croconaw, Mawile, Hitmonchan, Heracross, Kangaskhan. Croconaw's like the least of my worries. It kind of sucks. Granbull has decent coverage and Facade, something else we have to watch out for. Heracross has Skill Swap. Do we still have Swallow? I think we still have Swallow. Okay, we don't use Seed Bomb. It's not good enough. Feint attack? No. Dark Pulse is better. Cross Poison. That's interesting. Definitely over Sand Attack. More coverage. Rain Dance. Not useful. But cool. Alright. Alright, this squad is all 29 now. Let's go build a team with the box. Let's just heal really quick, just in case. Almost at the end of this split, and then I'm going to take a break. I take a break after every major boss. Exalt is going to be the next one. This boss is not the hardest in the game, definitely not a run killer in my opinion. It's pretty doable no matter what team you get, because of the wide amount of options and moves and stuff that you have. It's just a choice Pokemon, like the Mawile is kind of hard to deal with. The Kangaskhan, if it swaps in at like a bad part, or the Heracross can just kind of decimate you. Alright, does Ninetales come? Extra Sensory is solid here. Does Skill Swap do anything to their team? Granbull maybe has Intimidate. Heracross probably has Guts. Hitmonchan, Guts, I'm guessing. Mawile, maybe Intimidate or Huge Power. Skill Swapping a Mawile wouldn't be the worst thing in the world. I'll keep Skill Swap for the time being. Will-O-Wisp is probably not super necessary. We'd rather just have a Fire move, but we don't have the move remember yet. So I don't know if Ninetales is going to be super viable. We probably bring Swellow, I would say. Not sure if we're bringing any of these guys. Maybe Nosepass, if anything. But I don't think we really want to set up a Sandstorm either. So we're going to bring Swellow over... They have a lot of coverage moves, actually. Murkrow might just be the better bird here. He has, yeah, Prankster Will-O-Wisp is just so strong. I think we actually lead Murkrow and Linoon. Linoon only needs Reflect here. It can keep Stomping Tantrum. Okay. Yeah, I think we've got the best 6 in our party already. Alright, Commander Exalt. Alright, I think we're all itemed up. I think we're ready. The plan is, essentially, lead with Murkrow Linoon, set up Will-O-Wisp Reflect, and then coast from there, basically. We never know which Pokemon they're going to lead. It's different every time. So we can only plan for so much. Gligar can learn U-turn, that's very interesting. He has such a good set already though. I'm just gonna leave it there. Alright. Let's give it a shot. Alright. Kangaskhan Mawile. Okay, so Mawile is a really bad lead for us. With that being said, we have Prankster Will-O-Wisp, so that will help. The problem is this Kangaskhan is going to fake out somebody. And it was Murkrow, so I don't get the Will-O-Wisp off. It also breaks Focus Sash. Worst case scenario is a Shadow Move into Murkrow here. Okay, it did not kill him. He almost needs to go for this Will-O-Wisp. What does the Kangaskhan have? The Kangaskhan has a bunch of coverage punches to hit him super effectively. I don't know if we can set up the Will-O-Wisp on the Mawile anymore. We need Murkrow for late game. Prankster's too important to lose. We are probably attracting Thunder Punch or Ice Punch. It's probably a 50-50. They do the same amount of damage. They're both super effective. We're also probably drawing a move in from the Mawile as well. We need to pivot to Umbreon. And then we're going to Stomping Tantrum the Mawile. Super effective, but does nothing thanks to the Intimidate. Ice Punch into the Umbreon. Frozen Solid, baby. Frozen Solid. Well played. Well played. I'm gonna slow them down once with Icy Wind, so anything that comes in has a chance. Umbreon can hopefully just thug it out through this whole freezing process, because we really don't have any other options. If you double freeze me, I will freak out. Shadow Fang into Umbreon does nothing. Great. We're just gonna Baby Doll Eyes priority into the Mawile every single time. We're gonna Stomping Tantrum into the Mawile as well. We need to get it off the field. The Shadow moves are too strong. Pretty sure it has huge power. Thunder Punch into Linoon. No para. Shadow Fang into Umbreon. Now, we potentially draw a move into Linoon with a Mawile here, which is what I'm kind of scared of. But I don't know if we have any counterplay. Do we have any other physical tanks? Gligar. Gligar can super take a physical hit. The only problem is if it gets Ice Punched, then we're screwed. It's gonna bait exactly Ice Punch from the Kangaskhan. Next turn is what I was going to say. But now it gets doubled into and just can't really do much, it feels like. Reflect also wears off at like the worst possible time. This is really bad. How fast is the bat? Can I outspeed them? I used Icy Wind. I think I outspeed them. We're gonna try to stall for just a second or two. We eat that, right? Okay, it was on Umbreon. That's great. We need Umbreon to wake up. Like, that's pretty much it. We're just stalling until Umbreon wakes up, pretty much. I don't know what else I can do. Roost here doesn't even guarantee that he lives through another Ice Punch. If I get crit, he's also dead. I'm drawing exactly Ice Punch. This could be a swap into Politoed or Misdreavus is probably better. Umbreon finally defrosts. -1 to Mawile. If I get frozen again, what's up? I mean, dude. Okay, this has to be Baby Doll Eyes on Kangaskhan. Will-O-Wisp on Mawile, maybe? I don't know. Oh, I got defrosted immediately. Was it because I used a fire move? Is that how that works? Anyways, Mawil's burned. Less of a threat. Fire Punch into Mischievous. Shadow Fang probably into Mischievous. Nope, into Umbreon does nothing. Umbreon's attack is 0. We Wish here. We Pain Split the Kangaskhan. Fire Punch hits Mischievous, Shadow Fang hits Umbreon, does nothing. As long as I don't reduce Mawil's attack again, he'll keep it in. This is free Wish. And then we just burn the Kangaskhan. We're gonna burn everything that we can. Wait, why did Wish fail? Did I already Wish last turn? Can you not double Wish? Ah, I see. I used Wish last turn. Okay, so I wasted a turn with Umbreon. That sucks. It's probably fine though. I think I Wish again here and I start healing my team slowly. I'm gonna Pain Split this Kangaskhan again, heal just a tiny bit. Fire Punch into Mischievous, Shadow Fang into Umbreon, does nothing. Both hurt by burn. Again, Umbreon swaps into Gligar. And then we probably Hex the Mawile. No, we probably want it on the field still, right? We just Pain Split ourselves? Maybe we Pain Split ourselves? Fire Punch comes in, does basically nothing. Shadow Fang comes in, does basically nothing. Wish comes true, heals Gligar. Great. Okay, we have regained, officially I would say. Mischievous switches back into Umbreon. We're going to keep these wishes going. Ice Punch into Gligar. Just does nothing though at this point. Really don't need to worry about it. Gligar is dead to exactly Ice Punch crit. I think we just... I mean... just Roost, and then Umbreon will Wish. Ice Punch, I'm good unless he crits or freezes me again. Alright, we still got a few more turns of this nonsense to go. I think we switch into Poliwhirl, and we switch into Linoon, because we need to set up a Reflect again soon. Ice Punch into Poliwhirl does nothing. Shadow Fang into Poliwhirl also does nothing. Wish comes true into Linoon, healing him. And now we just Water Pulse and Reflect. Kangaskhan falls. Mawile Shadow Fangs Linoon and burns to death. Heracross comes out. Okay. This is the danger. Okay, I think they both have a Guts, which is very scary. This Heracross is especially terrifying. We're gonna Water Pulse, Icy Wind. Fake out. Okay, fake out my Icy Wind. We still get our Water Pulse, maybe we'll confuse the Heracross. That's huge. And it does end up hitting itself. That's really big. Okay. Played to my outs there. Heracross could have done huge damage into anybody. I probably Seismic Toss and Icy Wind here. Mach Punch gonna hit Linoon decently. Icy Wind gonna slow them both down. Seismic Toss does pretty substantial damage to the Heracross, and it hits itself in Confusion again. Super lucky. Grand Bull comes out. Let's see if it has Intimidate. It does not, so it probably has Strong Jaw, which means it's gonna hit pretty hard. I think it sees like Thunderfang into Poliwhirl here. So I'm going to switch into Gligar. There's no reason it would Ice Punch or Ice Fang, correct? I don't believe so. Is that the right play? I have... How physically tanky are you? 43 defense. You can probably survive this turn, exactly. We're going to... Water Pulse and Stomping Tantrum to hit Munchan. Try to focus one side down. Thunder Punch comes in, deals half health, that's danger. Poison Jab comes in, poisons. Poison does not quite take out my Poliwhirl. Almost had really unfortunate sequence of events there. So this is probably another Thunder Punch. And then we Icy Wind, I guess. I don't know, I'm in a tough spot. I need to get Umbreon back up on the field in a second here. Mach Punch hits Linoon for a decent chunk. Icy Wind gonna slow them both down. I think they're at -2 speed. Bite hits Gligar, does not do much. Reflect wears off. So I think this is just always... Let's see what the Scramble has for coverage moves. It doesn't have Ice Fang. So this is Icrobax onto the Hitmonchan, and then we have to reflect with Linoon. Don't get crit. Oh, I didn't have Reflect up, so that's why Mach Punch killed me, that's right. I thought it was only risking a crit, but in reality, Reflect went down. That's fine. Linoon has pretty much served his purpose. It's not great, obviously. We wish that he didn't die, but it's fine that he did. Has to be Umbreon. Hardest part of the fight is over. This Croconaw sucks, so I'm not super worried about it. I'm baiting a water move into this slot, exactly. I might lose another Pokemon here. I could Roost. If I Roost, I outspeed. If this Croconaw has an Ice move, I die. No Ice move from the Croconaw. I think I can Roost and be okay. And then I will Baby Dollize the Grand Bull. It sucks that I lost Linoon without even getting that Reflect up. That sucks. Headbutt into Umbreon does nothing. Thunder Punch, also not gonna do much. This is Cross Poison into Grand Bull, and then we Baby Dollize the Grand Bull as well. Good damage. Headbutt into Umbreon. Fire Fang into Umbreon. Oh, into Gligar. No burn and we're good. Yeah, we pretty much just win now. Alright, cool. I think we had one death there. Not sure if we had an alternative play. Anything that we would have brought in would have gotten Mach Punched. Maybe Murkrow survives, but it's too important of a Pokemon to risk, so I think we played that fine. Antidote goes to Poliwhirl before it dies. Alright, so I'm probably going to purify the rest of my Pokemon that need to be purified. And then I'm going to take a break because the next chunks of the game are pretty large. Who's dead again? Linoon is dead. Let me switch it to the back just so I remember. I am going to heal just in case I get into some sort of fight. But I will not use Linoon. So from here I get Dazzling Gleam, I think. Nothing in here. Revives that I can't use. Do they give me anything? No, I saved your daughter. Throw her to the wolves next time. It's fine. And then there's like a secret room down here, right? What is this? A nugget. Okay. Swell. Alright. Alrighty. Noon died to Mach Punch, man. That feels bad. Completely forgot about priority. It's okay. I'm getting your berry before I relinquish you into the box. I join your dead brethren. Gone too soon. Alright, let's purify all these. Bringing Nose Pass maybe could have saved Linoon, maybe, but who knows. Alright. So next split is Realgam Tower. We can play Battle Bingo or something maybe if we want to, for Poke Coupons. And then we go to Phoenix City and do the Phoenix City takeover and fight Snattle, which is the hardest fight in the game. So we have the hardest split in the game coming up, arguably, aside from the final boss. Because there's 2 endurance fights. No, I think there's 3 endurance fights in Phoenix City. There's one in the mayor's house, and then there's one leading up to Snattle, and then you fight Naps and Snattle back to back after that. So there's 3 endurance fights in Phoenix City. We're definitely not doing that right now. I'm gonna take a break as soon as I purify all these guys. Alright, so we're gonna save. And then we're gonna go ahead and close Dolphin. We're gonna open PK Hex, open up our file, and we're gonna drag and drag back all these Pokemon that are ready to be purified. We're gonna look at their stats. Pelipper's mid. Nosepass is okay as a tank. Sneasel is okay. Sneasel's pretty good actually, and Staryu is mid. Cool. All in all, not bad. Go ahead, replace that. Launch the game again. Get them all purified, and that will probably be it for this stream. What Pokemon is Sneasel? Or what animal is Sneasel? Let me look it up. Why am I using my phone when I have a computer? A mix of a cat and a weasel. Oh, that's pretty obvious, huh? In the name. Unlucky. Weasel the Sneasel. Let's see if he survives for more than 2 fights. He won't. Spoiler alert. I mean, what the hell is this thing? I'm just gonna name it Rock. Because it looks like a rock. Like, it's a rock with a nose. Pretty fire design, not gonna lie. Alright, actually, I'm probably gonna end it there. I don't think when's our next encounter? Let me see. If I have another encounter to get, I'll get it. Next encounter is in the mayor's house, unfortunately. Which is gonna be Granbull or Magmar. So yeah, I'm gonna end it here. I'm probably going to resume next stream doing Battle Bingo or Mount Battle. Because we need to start getting Staryu into Starmie and things such as... Actually, let me go to Mount Battle really quick and see. Let's plan out what we're gonna need to do. I think you get like 3,000 tickets from completing Mount Battle or something like that. Maybe 3,500 or more-ish. Does anybody need to learn anything from here first? Pelipper will learn Protect. Over Rain Dance for sure. And then Nosepass could learn Protect. Is it even necessary? No, it's got a decent set right now. Is there any other move anybody wants to learn? Elemental Punches, potentially. Sneasel Ice Punch. There's Ice Fang. Ice Punch is better. And then let me see if it can learn like Fire Punch, maybe, or Thunder Punch. No Thunder Punch. No Fire Punch. Sneasel could use Taunt. How good is that? I mean, it doesn't seem like there's a bunch of setup mons in this game, actually. I don't really know what else Sneasel... Could Sneasel learn U-Turn? That'd be really cool. It can. We're gonna do it for False Swipe. So Murkrow is probably going to be our screen setter now. The amount of times that we attack with it is basically none. And I think we're gonna keep Air Slash. So we're gonna teach it Reflect and Light Screen, I think, for Thunder Wave and Dark Pulse. I'm gonna go ahead and go to Mount Battle, see what we need for the next stream. I think Mount Battle level 1 is all level 20 Pokemon, which should be doable with a few sketchy areas. Alright, let's see. So we get 2 ability capsules after we finish the first set, so we don't need those. Choice items are really nice. Eviolite is 8,000. And then the Lodestone is 5k. Leaf Stone is 5k, so Evolution Stones are all 5k. Toxic Orb does kind of benefit us. Yeah, we're gonna have to do something here next time probably. We need Starmie, I think. Like, we just need to make our box the best it can possibly be. We don't have any other evolutions. So yeah, I think we get Starmie. Probably do 2 levels of Mount Battle next time. Alright, that's gonna be it for now. Next stream will be Mount Battle and or Battle Bingo.